I've sent it 4 times now.
A very warm welcome to you this morning to our service of morning prayer at the start of our day of pilgrimage and prayer. Welcome to everyone here, welcome to everyone joining us online too. It's really good to have people here. And what a beautiful day it is outside, or at least it was half an hour ago. Is it still lovely outside? This is a chance, an opportunity to stop, pause, reflect, and follow the rhythm of the day, which is trying to be really honest about where we are. 6-7 months that we've had together under lockdown, not just COVID though, a whole raft of changes in the world, uncertainties, which of course reflect the uncertainties and unknowings in our own lives, which continue all the time. So this is a chance to stop, to think about the season of autumn as well, leaves falling to the ground. This is a time for asking questions and feeling the presence of the enclosing days, the shortening of days, and whilst wonder and ask ourselves that question, where are we? What is going on? So I'd invite you to take a few moments to be quiet, to center yourselves, to hold this moment and make it a sacred space. We are where we are. It is what it is. Let us join together. We are people of pilgrimage. Like the Exodus from Pharaoh, a pillar of cloud, a pillar of fire. Although we may be unsure, one step at a time. We live in uncertain times, times of great fear and anxiety, times of struggle and loss, grief and pain. This may well be the hardest times many of us have ever faced. In times of uncertainty, we may rail and rant, we may pray and hope, like the stages of grief. You may encounter denial, anger, bargaining, depression, and acceptance. All of these are and all are us. As we feel autumn's creeping chill, see the sun set a little earlier each day, as we see leaves fall to the ground, seeds buried in the soil, we too may feel the wintering in our hearts. We may hear winter's lament echo inside ourselves, and we may wonder, how will we carry on? We are pilgrims of journey. But we are not alone. We are pilgrims together. And we are not alone. Many have walked paths of uncertainty before us. In the very middle of the Bible, you will find the book of Psalms, songs and poems raised to God, sung in the temples, sung at feasts, and sung in the quiet places of the heart. Psalms connect us through history with those who have sung to God before. Songs which joined communities together. But not all songs are easy. The Psalms sing the breadth of human experience, hopes and fears, praise and lament. The Psalms help us this very morning to think about how we might speak with God and how we process pain. How open can we be? How daring? Do we dare to speak of our rage, our disappointment? And if we do we find others, even God, who will meet us, walk with us, share in our disorientation? I'd invite us all for a moment to think and to reflect on the disorientations of our time, fears and anxiety, the cry for justice, the inequality, poverty, hunger, racism, sexism, oppressions, and bullying of minorities and the press. Some of these are revealed by COVID more starkly. They were always there. You may think of the ecology of our children and grandchildren, the poorest people already affected by climate change. Let's take a few moments in silence to hold the ferment of our feelings.
poet begins to speak, but is cautious in what they say. The poet holds their tongue. Language about God must be polite. So they think.
I said, I will guard my ways, that I may not sin with my tongue. I will keep a muzzle on my mouth, as long as the wicked are in my presence. I was silent and still. I held my peace to no avail.
But such politeness cannot contain the rage. The poet's heart burns.
My distress grew worse. My heart became hot within me. While I mused, the fire burned. Then I spoke with my tongue.
And so a question dares to emerge. But nothing too challenging. A question about life and meaning. The deep questions that we all ask.
Lord, let me know my end, and what is the measure of my days? Let me know how fleeting my life is. You have made my days a few handbreadths, and my lifetime is as nothing in your sight. Surely everyone stands as a mere breath. Surely everyone goes about like a shadow. Surely for nothing they are in turmoil. They heap up, and they do not know who will gather.
Words have been spoken, questions have been asked, and the audacity of the poet remains unscathed. No divine wrath has come down. so the courage rises. There is more to come.
And now, O Lord, what do I wait for? My hope is in you. Deliver me from all my transgressions. Do not make me the scorn of the fool.
Still no bolt of lightning, no flash of divine rage. And so the poet grows in courage and dares to make the real complaint known. Who is truly responsible for this mess? Who looks upon such misery?
I am silent. I do not open my mouth. For it is you who have done it. Remove your stroke from me. I am worn down by the blows of your hand. You chastise mortals in punishment for sin, consuming like a moth what is dear to them. Surely everyone is a mere breath.
The lament is raised. How far dare we go to address God? How much can we lament? Are we expected to keep our mouths shut? Or are we to find a voice with our neighbours and ask, what is really going on here? We demand an answer.
Hear my prayer, O Lord, and give ear to my cry. Do not hold your peace at my tears.
The complaint is made, the poet has been released, but the struggle continues. Like Jonah, like the poet, we are left exhausted. Exhausted, disorientated, in the belly of paradox. Do we even want this God around?
For I am your passing guest, an alien like all my forebears. Turn your gaze away from me, that I may smile again, before I depart and am no more.
Under the weight of our times, in the belly of the whale, buried deep in the soil, may be easy to think that we are alone. Yet we remain pilgrims together, sharing pain, voicing doubt, offering solidarity, becoming. Journey of faith is not about certainty. It is instead about one that the Holy One hears our cries, meets us in our tears, joins us in God's spirit. The seed has fallen, buried under the soil. It is that life begins to grow.